Thank you. My name's Carl, and I've got the very scary task of welcoming you all here to West Carlton Hotel for the marriage of Gareth and Donna, my beautiful daughter. I've got 6 daughters, this is 9 grandchildren, and this is our very first wedding, so it's a big one today. Quite a few of you were present at my own wedding around 18 years ago, and you might recall my father-in-law wasn't very keen, and the best man had an anxiety attack with 2 minutes to go, and I was the last man standing. I completely forgot to mention the bride, so I've made 1 or 2 notes today so I don't make the same mistake. It's around 15 months ago since Donna told me that Gaz had proposed in front of the Northern Lights. And I did what all dads do. I shed a tear and I paid a quick visit to weddingspeechesfornervousdads.com who recommended that I spoke about Donna's pony riding, ribbons in her hair, etc. However, when Donna was born, there was only 3 TV channels and the Humber Bridge was still a plank. It was a long time ago, and even Donna can't remember that far back. For me, Donna has excelled as an adult, and I've seen her really excel probably since she joined the police. There was early signs of what she was going to do. When she was a young un, she was forever searching my pockets for drugs. Cigarettes in this case. It was cigarettes, and she'd developed some very good restraining techniques on her sister Natasha, a younger sister who we kept finding in a cupboard.
Sorry, Tash.
It wasn't a surprise when I got the call that Gaz had proposed, because what a lot of people don't know in here is that Gareth and I spent a small time in prison together a while back. We were actually released on the same day, and Gareth proposed, or he asked my permission to marry Donna on that day. I was very pleased to say yes. Gareth has shown all the characteristics so far of a very good son-in-law. He's run me about in his car. He's insisted on paying every time we've been for something to eat. And I'm expecting the trend to continue. Coming to a quick close, while I was trawling through the internet looking for hints and tips, I came across a quote which I liked, which says, "A daughter is a little girl that grows up to be a friend." Donna, you have been the best friend a dad could ever have, and the best daughter, and I love you dearly. That's me lot.
So, hello, welcome. It's nice to see all these beautiful faces. I'm not sure we've had a chance to speak to everybody tonight, so wow, what a turnout. It's been great to see you all here today. On behalf of my beautiful wife and I, welcome. It is such a pleasure to see you all here today, and a real honour that you could all find the time to come and celebrate Donna's wedding with her. It really does mean a lot to her. As you can see, Donna doesn't like to be the centre of attention. So she opted for a very much an intimate do. However, if it wasn't for the support of you guys here today, our family and friends, then today was obviously be a somewhat quieter affair. So thank you very much for being here. Donna and I wanted today to be as much about you guys as it was about us. So in order to keep the party started as quickly as I possibly can, I'm going to keep this short, just like me. Before he says anything, I'm going to dick him. So here goes. Kath. No, I'm not going to roast you. I'm not going to roast you. You look spectacular today. Very beautiful. You are the mother of the beautiful bride. That's bridesmaid. I was going to say, I was going to say fat bridesmaid because she made me say it, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Carl, Sam, where's Sam? My darling, you look beautiful. You guys, obviously when Donna and I first got together, you welcomed me into your lives without hesitation or reservation. And you immediately treated me like I was one of your own. In fact, I remember the time I spoke to you about asking Donna for her hand in marriage. And again, you showed no hesitation or reservation whatsoever. In the reply, it was quite simple really. Nope, you can have her. So, yeah, we'll start as we need to go on. It was followed by a big sour leaf, Don. It was a big sour leaf, and I'm sure he was joking. Seriously, thank you very much for your blessing and all the help with the preparations for today, and for the love and support you've shown us over the years. It's greatly appreciated. To my mum and dad, and Ian. Where's Ian? Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for your contribution today. And as you can see, it was well worth it. We really do appreciate it. We do. You guys have always been a source of strength, support, and inspiration to me. You've always been there through the thick and thin, and I really couldn't ask for better parents. Thank you so much.
No more money coming. You can stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could just ask you to raise your glasses to our parents, please.
Thank you very much.
Onwards and upwards. So, the maids of honour, the bridesmaids, and the ushers. You all look fantastic. Michelle, where's Michelle?
In front of you.
I don't know if you know, but Michelle spent a lot of time today sorting out everybody's hair, assisting with the makeup, getting all the preparations done, and you've done an absolutely sterling job. Thank you so very much. No small task by any account. Emma, thank you for all the help you gave us. Like the little bits and bobs that you did for me with regards to the little wedding box that you worked so hard to sort out for Donna. And the rest of the bridal party. Ladies, where are you? Thank you so much for keeping her calm, helping her plan for today, spoiling her the hen do's, and folks, yes, she had two. Getting her to the church on time. You guys have really done her proud. You've been absolute superstars, so thank you all very much. Where's Josh, Jack and Harvey? Boys, thank you very much. You've done an absolutely cracking job today, keeping everybody in line. However, you had one task, which was to get me a box to stand on for the family photos. So ladies and gentlemen, bridal party, the bridesmaids and the grooms, the ushers, if you just charge your glasses please, and raise your glasses to the bridesmaids and the ushers.
Bridesmaids,
And so, to the love of my life. not even listening, are you?
Frankie.
Oh, Dave. Definitely Dave. No, sorry.
I'm listening.
Well, sweetheart, we finally made it. You look spectacular and absolutely beautiful today. While I stood at the altar, I told myself I was going to keep it together and not to cry. But when I saw you walking down the aisle, you instantly brought a tear to my Jap's eye. I must say though, I am super impressed with her because obviously all your planning, preparation, and the fact you actually turned up today. You know, there was a bit touch and go there, to be fair. It was a bit twitchy, but everything paid off. And without today, would have been a far less grand affair. So well done, Donny. You've done an absolutely stunning job. Thank you. But it seems like yesterday when I proposed, and obviously we were visiting Iceland, as your dad's alluded to. It was I had this grand idea of it being a really romantic moment. We're on the water, we're surrounded by beautiful white mountains, water's nice and calm, and I thought, do you know what, I'll distract Donna, and this is the perfect opportunity. So, whilst she was distracted, I went down on one knee, got the ring out, I thought when she turns round, I'll just that'll be the moment. So that's what we did, down on one knee, ready to go. Donna, as she turned round, first thing Donna said to me was, "What are you doing, dickhead?" So that was my bubble burst. But, you know, in all honesty, that was it for me. That's, it's, where am I?
On page 2.
Who's wrote this? This is yours. Yeah, it was typical Donna style, you know, and that's one thing I love about Donna. You know, I couldn't help but notice how happy she was when she eventually said yes and the shot wore off, and the fact that you were actually weighing up how expensive the engagement ring was. Donna and I are very much opposites in our daily lives. You the planner, me the piss taker, sorry, plodder, but it seems to work. And most of the time, I feel like we complement each other well. And that's pretty much what I've been looking for in my life partner, really. That one person who allows me to grow, develop and support you in whatever you... develop and support you in whatever venture you choose to undertake. And that's what we do, and that's who we are. So thank you. Thank you for all the love and support you've given me over the years. For always being there for me, for making me so happy, and for marrying me. I love you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the best moment of my life.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Michelle, and just here representing the bridal team. I'm delighted to be here this afternoon to celebrate the wedding of Donna and Gareth, or Waggy and Gaz, as they're known to me, and I'm sure to many of you. I simply can't call her Donna, it's too strange. Just want to say how beautiful you look, Gaz, and you scrub up tremendously.
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do. That tweet's really working for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Waggy, you look beautiful. You really do. You really look beautiful. So, Waggy and Gaz started with a bit of a flirty conversation after Gaz got wind of Donna radioing her mum, Kathy, asking her how she should turn the lights on and off in the police car. And Gaz, obviously being Gaz, took this opportunity to rip her to shreds, and it all started there, and the rest is history, because it wasn't too long before she was buying puppies and surprising him, and they were travelling around the world
Against
together.
good advice, wasn't it?
Pardon?
Against all good advice. Yeah.
Well, Frankie was bought and brought home, and Gaz couldn't look at him for days because he just couldn't believe that he was there.
Yeah.
And now
Yeah.
he's the favourite.
He is the favourite. He is the favourite.
So the fur baby was the favourite. I'll just smoothly turn my beard. But all the time that Waggy always spoke about Gaz, this guy, because I live in London, so a lot of the time it's all on the phone or over text. So a lot of the time Waggy would tell me about this guy she'd met, and she'd use this word to describe the energy between them. It was she always said that it was electric between them. And I think from that kiss in the church today, it still stands. That she was going to... And I know that she's so delighted to have married him today, and she's picked the day today on National Appreciate Your Husband Day.
Oh,
Yes.
What you're doing later.
I see there are many.
I'm not married. It's fine.
So all you wives, appreciate your husbands today and today only, okay? So Waggy and I met at the tender age of 20, a couple of years ago. And we were far from the women that we are today. No wrinkles, no grey hairs, and we definitely had thigh gaps. No more. And Waggy's always been someone who, she's always pushing for the next thing in her life, whether it's the next night out, the next holiday, the next promotion, the next anything. She always wants more all the time. Gaz, you knew this. No, she really is. And certainly for myself and all that you know her, in that time that I've certainly been friends with her, you know, I've seen her grow from this young woman with young children, working on the checkouts, to being the detective sergeant suprema that she is now, walking around the office and punching walls. Acting like Luther. No, she's come a long way, and I'm really proud of her. Like Carl said, her career in the police is really where you've seen her transition from being a special, moving through the ranks. And I know that with Gaz by her side, he'll always push her and she'll push him, and it's not going to end here. She'll go even further on. And I suspect as I'm stood here and at a wedding, you want to hear some embarrassing or funny stories about the bride. However, we only really share book ideas and recipes, so there's going to be none of that because she'd kill me. But before I sit back down and relax, I just want to say that I am truly honoured to be here, and you look really beautiful, and I'm so happy and so proud of you, and I hope you have a lovely time on your honeymoon and throughout your marriage.
Thank you, Donny. Thank you.
I'm Dave. I'm Gaz's best man, as I'm sure you guessed from my kneeling in the church. I'm sure you're pretty much like me. You're all hungry, and I know there's a sweepstake running on table 7, so if I'm going to get my share of £3.50, I need to end this in 42 seconds time. So I'm going to make this really quick. And like I said, Gaz has vetted out all the good jokes because apparently there's some kids present, so buy me a drink later, you can find them ones out. Specifically asked, since there's apparently a few cops in the room, that we cut out any of the incriminating stuff. So I mean, it's pretty much ruled out all of the early years. Definitely the stories that the guys from Ireland told me last night in the bar. In fact, to be honest, anything really, mate. There's not a lot I can say that's not going to get you in some bother. No one's filming, are they? No. So some of the things that happen on our holidays, and most definitely when it all went ring wrong for Wilson on the stag do. You're a bad man. It's a long story. So I've known Gaz for 15 years now. We first met when we were at work. We joined the cops together. So back in the days of the old training schools, some of you might remember. We were young, keen, few stone lighter, maybe for me. Gaz protested he had hair. No one's yet to see that one. But yeah, someone might remember them days. So we started to become real friends when, week after week, we were summoned to see the inspector. Now, those of you that did go there, you'll realise we used to have to take some exams. And in those exams was a pass mark. They made it 55%. It's reassuring to know that cops are only right half the time. Yeah. So, guys, that's something you're never going to be after today. You're never going to be right half the time. So, each one of us was summoned to the inspector's office for the best and worst performer in the class. I'll let you figure out which way around we were there. You know. So, it was for either motivational speech or a little bit of a pat on the back. You know. My back was sore.
Could do that.
Nothing to do with the fact they sit the class alphabetically. I was sat next to the instructor with the answer sheet. Gaz was sat down the corridor somewhere out the way. So there was a little bit of a team. So the way that went on, it moved on. Every week scoring 55%, the best scrape through training school that could ever be done. And in the name Britvic. Britvic 55. So, yeah, came out on his end of course t-shirt, and I've got the photos with me if anyone needs to see that one. Yeah, and I really can't repeat what they called me because there's kids present. So we made it through. I'm sad to say the days of you being right have gone. It's time for you to let me be in charge now. So ever since he followed right behind me, Gaz, his entire career has always been right behind me, so tight behind me. I'm quite surprised it wasn't me you proposed to be honest. Yeah.
It was a consideration.
Yeah. It's nice to know that he has always looked up to me. That. I mean, he's looked up to all of you, but it's fine because most of these jokes got straight over his head. Yeah. So this is me having to return the favour since back in 2016. Gaz was my best man. He managed to drag me to the wedding on time, so I thought it was only fair that I got some revenge.
Thanks, mate.
You're welcome.
A bit touch and go there, wasn't it, really?
Well, you'd think by now that I'd have some words of wisdom to pass on about married life for a few years, but I thought it was best that I spoke to an expert. So I asked Emma, my wife. She had to say a few things. So, if a woman ever says, do what you want, don't do what you want. Stand still, don't blink, don't breathe, just play dead. It's the only way. Trust me. And as the old saying goes, everybody knows it, happy wife, happy life, because fuck all rhymes with husband. You are screwed. Get used to it, buddy. So, thank you for giving me the chance to belittle you in public. It means a lot to know that you think of me as the best. Still not on the Google. So, we've been some strange places in our time. You've shown me some very exotic creatures. Not just the safari either. Them nights in Sammy's bar in Louth. Those who know will know. Yeah. Strange. You've also tried to kill me a few times, I seem to remember. The day you threw me out of a plane, tried to drown me in the Indian Ocean, picked a couple of fights that we certainly shouldn't have won. But, the list goes on and on and on. But hopefully it ain't going to end there. And there'll be some more adventures in the future.
I hope so, brother. So,
enough about Gareth. It's not your day. We'll move on. The beautiful bride, Donna. Thank you for being so charitable. Taking on our favourite... You've taken on Hull's worst care in the community case. I was worried I was stuck with him. Yeah. So don't worry, a couple of years, he'll get his pension and you can put him in a care home. So it's clear to see how much effort you've put into the day. It's been absolutely perfect. And how you make each other so happy. Not that I'm reading, but... Just remember though, he does owe you one now. Of all the planning that you've done, probably several by now. And if all else fails, don't forget to pull rank. Make him stand to attention. Sorry guys, that's not about the wedding.
Ain't good happen, mate.
Sorry, that's dead to you too. So, Donna, you, the bridesmaids, you all look stunning. I wish you all the best times together. Enjoy it, really do. And on that note, I'm going to end because my stomach's rumbling and it's time for pie. So, with one very final toast before I give back to Gaz, I suggest that we all raise a glass to the bride and groom.
Right.